Can we have a moment to just acknowledge the fact that the weather in the greater Philadelphia region has sucked for weeks now? I can actually make an argument that with the exception of like a few days stretch here and there, the summer's weather has largely sucked. We had that ridiculous heat wave in June. Now, in fairness, there was a point where I was in Toronto at the time, and I missed a lot of like the worst heat. But like, it's been an unfathomably hot and humid summer thus far. And just as you feel like you're starting to get in a groove, you know, like going to your pool or your friend's pool or a pool somewhere else, and it feels like, oh, we're getting into like a little bit of the thing with the kids, because you know what, the kids, they're creatures of habit. They always want to know what the plans are. One of our kids every night before he goes to bed says, do we have any plans tomorrow? No, we don't. We're not going to have plans. I don't know why you think that this is like a Disney cruise or this is some kind of a trip. I don't have plans. There are no plans. Daddy works. That's the plan. Mommy is in charge. I don't know. There's no plans. Don't ask about the plans. First thing they ask in the morning after they say, I'm hungry, what's breakfast, is, do we have any plans today? I don't know. We were getting in a nice little groove, though, where it was sunny outside, and you go, let's go to the pool. The pool would be great. Everybody's happy. Who doesn't love the pool? The terrorists. Other than them, everybody loves going to a pool. And so we felt really good about it. And then what happened? We get this like storm yesterday where it looked like the trees were going to bend in half. I'm like in the middle of where they had the two zones red quarantined off on Action News, where they're like, oh, there's vertical wind shear. And I'm like, Joe, no. I don't like vertical wind shear. Not here. Not here. I do not need the hook echoes. I do not need those. I don't need a tornado. I don't like tornadoes. Tornadoes on TV are fine. Tornadoes in real life, not so much. One of our kids yesterday said, Dad, wouldn't it be cool if we saw a tornado? I said, no, it would not be cool. I said, you know what happens when you see a tornado? You probably go up in the sky. I don't like going in the sky. Only if it's in an airplane, and a safe one at that. I don't want to get picked up. I don't want to go up with the house. No, thank you. No, we don't want to see a tornado. In fact, we'd rather never see a tornado. That would be great. Unless you have a giant hole to jump in and a very heavy cover to go over top. I don't want to see a tornado. So we didn't get to go to the pool yesterday. There's no pool today, from what I can tell, because it seems like it's going to rain again. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a brisket. I'm going to go and buy a brisket. Maybe at Costco. Maybe at the Great Forestas in Phoenixville. You just never know where I'm going to pop up. And I was going to go get a brisket. And I was like, I'm going to try brisket for the first time. I have everything I need. It's one of my Prime Day purchases. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. So I get all my stuff, and I'm like, you know what, damn it. I'm going to do a brisket this week. And then I look at the forecast, and it's rain. Now, am I going to go pop up a cute little tent around my big green egg to make sure that there's no water falling in through the top, messing with my temperatures and my brisket? Probably not, which means, thanks to this godforsaken weather, I'm probably going to have to wait till like next week. So then I look at next week's weather. Surprise, surprise, more rain. What the hell happened? The summers used to be sunny. The summers used to be warm and lovely and sometimes really hot, but not like just really hot all the time with like rain most days. No. Bad.